Hello YouTube, it's Orbx here. I thought we might start 2 minutes early. We're not flying a bus today, we're flying a Boeing. So we'll leave this bus behind and head on out to the aeroplane. This is just underneath the departures area at Melbourne Airport. Hello YouTube. I just turned my thingy off. I thought we might start 2 minutes early. We're not 5 of myself and running. Alright, the dude has decided to start walking at random. There we go. Lost him. Where are we? Can't see. Can't see a thing. Where am I? There he is. So come through the, I guess this is staff car park at Melbourne Airport. This is of course the Orbx Melbourne version 3. Also using FTX Australia version 2 and the PMDG Boeing 747. Hi there, Nick Waller. What is up indeed? In the last 24-ish hours, I've installed a bunch of new drivers, and hopefully that'll fix some of our issues with the crashing. Don't want to jinx it, but there you go. So yeah, a couple of extra new drivers running the old PC. Hearing myself over there. It's coming through the secure entrances. Zip through this gate. Indeed. Hi there, Mike Smith and Nick Antonopoulos. This is the very, very pretty lady that will be flying today. Qantas Airlines Boeing 747. And hello to Australian Skywatch from Launceston. Look at those big old RB211 engines. 4 of the things. Nice red light over here on the wing. RC tested coming in and saying looking forward to the flight. Good old return flight from a couple of weeks ago where we flew this aeroplane from Sydney down to Melbourne. And we'll be returning it today as Qantas flight 438. A 2 PM service to Sydney. Hello David Stevens, how you doing? And Nick doing the Jetstar FSAPs. Cool. So just starting here next to the door, we have some pitot probes up the front, and we have the static probes on the side here. We're just making sure that they're not covered by anything floating a red tag, and not covered over here either. Up towards the front of the aeroplane, which I can't get to apparently. (747) GTA style, indeed. Here we have a nose wheel sitting on its trucks, and we do also have the ground plug plugged into the power so we can deliver some wonderful electricity up to the aeroplane. Dude keeps getting caught in the invisible box around the aeroplane. Here we go. Cool, on this side also we have two pitot static valves. They are nice and happy. How many 747s in service now, I'm not sure, but the City to Melbourne City flights, there's going to be one on New Year's Eve and day. And there's also going to be one on, I think, the 14th or 15th of February and the 17th of February. No window seats left, I've checked. I think I got the last one, and apparently I've got this dodgy one up here, which is next to the, no, it's the one behind the wing. Seat 60J. It's got like amazing reviews of like, this is the worst window seat in the whole place. So I'm looking forward to the worst window seat in a 747. But you know what? The worst window seat is probably not as bad as the worst middle seat. That's all good. We'll live. Atlas Air does indeed fly Sydney to Melbourne. And the other lot is Singapore Cargo. And also Cathay Pacific doing the 747-8 freighter. So there's a few of them on the run. 3 of them a day. Nice innards of the RB211 over there. Good green lamp over here. G'day, Toilet Inspector. Okay, the flaps and everything is all good up here. Over on the tail, we need to check for the stabilizer trim, which is set neutral. We are looking good there. RC tested suggesting the jump seat. I probably won't get to do the jump seat in flight, because, you know, reasons. But I think every spotter and his dog will be trying to get the jump seat after landing. Throw a camera around the cockpit for a bit and go click, click, click. I don't have a really good camera. That's a pity. Might need to see if I can borrow one of someone. There's the outflow valves. They're open at the moment. Yes, I have pulled off a dead stick landing in the simulator. It became infamous. 777. Air India. Large arguments about that one. David Stevens asking if I'm doing the Arctic flight. Unfortunately, I'm not. And I'm told that it might be the last year for Arctic flights this year. I'm not sure why they're not pulling out the A380 to do them, but anyway. They did the A380 once, and only once. Then they've gone back to the 747, and by the looks of things, when they retire the 747, they're considering retiring the Arctic flights. Antarctic, sorry. Which is terrible. Terrible idea. I know the 747's a bit bigger than the A380. The A380 is a bit bigger than the 74, but at the end of the day, you can. They're currently selling. I think it's 4, maybe 5 flights. So if you combine them into like 1 or 2 flights, and put them on the A380, you can keep doing them with 4-engine airplanes. I know Qantas is kind of steering away from the A380 for some reason, but whatever. I think it's time to start the airplane. Battery on. And we'll get the ground power in. Unfortunately, there are no good add-ons for the A380 at this current time. They are in fact all rather trash. For now. There's rumours of an A380 being developed by possibly Matt Davies. But we shall see when and if that ever materialises. Yes, we are on Vatsim. Just going to select FMS over here. Position initialization. Just checking the date as well. Ident showing RB211s with current date the 5th of August, and we have 15th of August. We're in range. And there's 3 IRSs. Hi there, Adam. Link. Indeed, I agree. It's not too bad. I see he's doing some real flying now. That's always fun. Five tests are completed. Indicator. Looking good. GPS hasn't come up yet, so we'll let that kind of settle. These airplanes just don't want to go quickly, do they, on their start? Yeah, it's going to be 5,000 feet for the takeoff. Let's have a listen to the ATIS 1180.
Three 60 degrees 9 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud view 4,200 feet. Temperature 12. QNH 1022. On first contact with Melbourne, ground or approach, notify receipt of information November. Melbourne terminal information November. Runway 27 for arrivals. Runway 34 for departures, northeast. Runway 27 for all other departures. Wind 360 degrees 9 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud view 4,200 feet. Temperature 12. QNH 1022. On first contact with Melbourne, ground or approach, notify receipt of information November. Melbourne terminal information November.
There's November. Nick Antelopoulos saying that his favourite plane to fly is the 737 and the A320. They are pretty cute little aeroplanes, and there's a 737 right over there right now. I like the systems of the 320 a little bit better than the 73, but they're both pretty fun. IRS position coming out of Melbourne, YMML. And we're going to be QF438. Cool. And I'll log in the 8 cars YMML. Airline ID is QF. Flight plan date, here's the 5th. Go to YSSY. And the time en route today is 1 hour 30 minutes. That looks good to me. Other way around. Melbourne to Sydney. Now here's a little observation that I've noticed, that there's a lot of 747 freighters flying from Sydney to Melbourne, but once they get to Melbourne they tend to head off overseas, so you don't really get much of the other direction, this direction that we're flying today. So there's plenty of Sydney to Melbourne 747s. Just by memory, I think we've got Atlas. I can't remember if we still have Polar cargo, but we did at one point. Cathay Pacific on the 748 and the Singapore cargo on the 744. Q8 set 1022 in the standby as well. And hello to Emmanuel, I'm doing well. ACAR's not logged in yet. Alright. I'm not sure that happened. ETD. That's my time of departure. Current time 01:45 and it'll be an hour from now, so 02:45. .438 Melbourne, 2:45 QF, current time 55, 1:30 QFA, 4:38, fuel on board 30.3, and yep, rest of that looks good to me. Pre-flight should be complete. I was reading up about this. Next Q400, not sure when. A little while off. Is that in now? Hope so. Nope. Okay. How do I do this? Got Melbourne and Sydney in there. FMC com data link is not ready. There we go. Just trying to click into the ACARS, it's not picking it up. Pre-flight's done, but the initial, there it is. Sync. Cool. ACARS request going in. So a couple of weeks sort of a Q400 run, I'm sure. I think we had a request last week or 2 weeks ago to do a flight down to Avalon in the Airbus. So I might do that first. Anyhow, we're going to load the ACARS request. The 747 FMSs certainly take a bit longer to do this stuff than the what I'm used to on the A320. Melbourne, Docel, TSAT. That is correct. We'll activate. QF438 finally, that's set. When data is ready, bring that up here, load it. Done. And we already know the forecast descent. Load that up there. Now we just need to enter our weights and stuff. Let's restore that. Okay, fuel. Actually, we'll do the weight first. The zero fuel weight today is 216.02. And the reserves. So the alternate is 5.3 and the fixed reserve is 4.3, so it's something 0.6, which is 9.6. Give it 9.7. And cost index is 80. I do believe a filed flight level 390. 2,000 footsteps. Air Force running on a C-130. Could be interesting. Maybe. Don't have a good C-130 and I wouldn't know how to fly one. Okay, selected is 58%. We're doing a 10% derate on the 58. Set. The takeoff will be flat 20. Actually, it's 10 today, isn't it? Pretty light aeroplane. CAG 24. And we can probably have a chat to our controllers on 121.7. Yep, let's do it. Number ground, Qantas 438 requesting clearance to Sydney.
Qantas 438 Melbourne ground, good evening, Trent cleared to Sydney via Docell flight plan route. Climb via the SID 5000, Docell 9 departure, runway 34. Squawk 3024, departures, Melbourne Centre 124.0.
Clear to Sydney via the Docell, departure runway 34. Initial climb 5000, squawk code 3024, departures 124.0, Qantas 438.
Qantas 438.
Brighten the upper a little bit. That's looking good. I think it's time for the APU.
Qantas 484, 8, Ali 7 requesting.
APU started.
Qantas 484 Melbourne ground, pushing start approved, caution, there's a accompanying 737 Qantas and Bay Bravo 24 behind.
Seatbelt signs on.
Yep, starting it up, 737 is up, 484.
Yeah, Melbourne ground, Compass 123 requesting taxi to runway 34.
Compass 123 Melbourne ground, intersection departure of Juliet is available, distance remaining 2903 metres, advised, wishing to accept.
Yeah, that's okay, Juliet departure will be fine.
Compass 123 Melbourne Tower, taxi via Uniform Alpha Juliet, Juliet holding point, runway 34, time 5:06.5.
Roger, taxi
No idea what a FedEx
via,
plane is doing there, but
Juliet, Uniform Alpha, runway 34.
KPU generators are on.
Compass 123 Melbourne ground, yes, via Uniform Alpha Juliet.
Packs are off.
I've
Actually, we
just
can put them
looked
off
it
for a
up.
moment.
Yeah, Uniform Alpha Juliet. Okay, copy that, Compass 123.
And let's run a checklist before we drop the power.
Melbourne ground, time 4071, that's Charlie 11, ready for push.
Safety check, battery is on, standby power is auto. Hydraulic demand pumps are all off, alternate flaps are off, and the flap is up, showing flaps up. Pre-flight checks, logbook is checked, circuit breakers are both normal. IRSs all in navigation. Electrical system is set on the APU. Hydraulics, number 4 to auxiliary. Ice protection is off. Fuel system, let's bring that up now. Fuel system is set. Fire switches are in. Emergency exit lights are armed. Pressurization and air conditioning currently set to normal, will be off for the pushback, and everything is automatic. Oxygen masks. Mine's normal. Cool. Cool. Okay, source selectors are all normal, instruments are set, and we have altimeter 1022. Oil. Chuck it into engine mode, there we are. All quantities 20 is across the board. Fuel. I'll just check off the actual fuel that we require. Fuel release is 30.3 and a bit, and minimum takeoff fuel is 26. We currently show a fuel of 30.4, which is the release fuel. Beautiful. Okay, engine start, we'll use all four. Thrust limit has been set, and that is showing up as DTO plus 45 with a thrust limit 1.52. The V speeds, we have the docile 1 departure, runway 34. That's set. And the V speed is showing 130, 137, and a V2 speed of 148, which we set. 148 set. Trim will be 4.9, currently showing about 6. Don't worry about that once we have hydraulics. We can arm the flight directors, and it is a VNAV departure. That's going to check for discontinuity. I'm seeing it on the screen there. Docile to close docile. That's executed. Runway heading is 340. That is set. Traffic mode is in. Transponder was 3024. Test it through.
TCAS test passed.
TCAS test is passed. And the VSP is activated and displayed. And I'm showing that there with a V1 of 130. Okay, for start checklist, number 4, hydraulic is auxiliary auto. Check of the brake pressure, shows that in the green. Crossfeeds. APU, crossfeeds open. Beacon set to both. And double check doors are armed, seatbelt signs are on. Grab the doors. Doors showing armed. And we'll make an announcement. That's the old telephone, the white one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking from the flight deck. My name is Trent. Joining me on the flight deck is YouTube. We'll be taking you up to Sydney today as flight number 438. Service to Sydney on board the Boeing 747-400. Thanks for joining us on this rather special flight up to Sydney. Cabin call will be coming through your airplane to ensure that everything is ready for our departure. I do ask that you pay them your full attention, as it's probably not the usual thing to be flying a 747 from Melbourne to Sydney. We've just returned from a flight down to Antarctica, where we've had a lot of wonderful times down there. Those of you joining us at Melbourne, welcome aboard, and for those of you that have been with us since we left Sydney sometime yesterday, I hope the party is still going, or you get a bit of sleep on this bit. Nevertheless, we'll be preparing for departure in just a little while, so I do hope you enjoy the flight up to Sydney on Qantas 747-400. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for departure. Flight deck door is auto. And the rest of that check. Okay, doors are closed and armed. Seatbelt signs are on. And that is us. Yes, that is a remote control. Good guess. Let's go ahead and have a chat to the ground, and then we'll get underway. Mohammed Hassan, thanks for the good wishes. Disconnecting the ground. Tail south.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
3636, departures, Melbourne Centre 124.0.
Clear to Sydney Bradford for Flytampa route, time over 65,000, vertical 9 departure, runway 34, short 3636, departure
Locking gear.
0, Qantas 464.
Qantas 464.
Take away that ground, we'll be with you shortly. We'll call you when we're ready.
Lock call on Melbourne Ground Carriaway landing.
Departure check completed. Bypass bin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Just up 530, request push.
Lock call, just confirm, Jetstar 530.
Bravo 23.
Correct, Jetstar 530.
Jetstar 530, caution, just got a Qantas 737 just taxiing behind you. Once clear of that, push and start approved.
Look, getting on the traffic, push start approved, Jetstar 530.
Melbourne ground, the Qantas 438 is ready for push with information November, gate Bravo 23.
Qantas 438 from Bravo, Bay, Bravo 23, push and start approved.
Push start approved, Qantas 438. Brakes release.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
We are cleared to start. We're facing that way, so we'll go with engine number 4. Packs are released.
Melbourne Ground standby.
Starting 4, and we'll call the cabin.
Set for Jetstar 530.
Cabin crew, armed doors crossed out.
Jetstar 530, continue pushing back. Jetstar 442, stand by for clearance.
Number 4 set.
Melbourne ground, Seagulls 665.
Now it's starter cutout number 4, we'll take number 1.
Last call of Melbourne ground, confirm Seagulls 665.
I confirm Seagulls 665 with information November requesting Lifecam clearance to Canberra.
Number 1
Seagulls
set to run.
665, Melbourne ground cleared to Canberra via Docel flight plan route to be climbed via the 65000 Docel 9 departure, runway 34, score 3165, departures on 7124.0.
Contact clear to Canberra via Docel, Docel 9 departure of runway 34, initial flying 5000, squawking 3164 and departure frequency is 124.0, Seagulls 665.
Seagulls 665. Reporting 71, Melbourne ground contact tower on 120.5.
That's a good start number 1, we'll start 2.
Ground chart 4071, holding point kilo, runway 34. Reporting 1 Melbourne ground contact tower now, 120.5. Tower 120.5, giant 14.
Number 2 set to run.
Melbourne ground, for best position start.
Qantas 464, push and start approved.
Push approved. Melbourne ground, Qantas 442, request taxi information November.
It's starter cutout number 2 and we'll take number 3.
Qantas 440.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brakes are set.
Qantas 440, Melbourne ground.
And engine number 3 set to run.
I just confirmed your request.
Yeah, Qantas 440, request taxi information November.
Yeah, Qantas 440, Melbourne ground. You can taxi straight ahead by Quebec, Echo, Alpha, the kilo holding point runway 34.
Okay, we'll take Quebec, Echo, Alpha for kilo holding point runway 34, Qantas 440.
Qantas 484, Melbourne ground, contact tower 120.5.
Unlocking gear.
0.5, that's pretty full.
That's a good starter cutout.
Melbourne ground, Golf
Bypass been removed.
AP coming off.
Golf Romeo 516, Melbourne ground, symbol.
Hydro up set. Alright. Checklist. After start, APU goes off. Hydro command pumps are all on. Anti-ice is off.
516, Melbourne ground, just stand by.
Set back to normal. Set. And just waiting on the wave off.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Desktop 530, just hold.
Left and right is clear.
FedEx 589, Melbourne Tower. Melbourne
Hey, with that ground, we'll see you on the left-hand side of the airplane.
You're
G'day.
left.
23, FedEx 589, sorry about that, yes, to the left.
Slack flap 10.
FedEx 589, take Alpha, right down to the end to the kilo holding point runway
selected.
34.
Yeah, right on Alpha, what's the Alpha then, holding point 34, FedEx 8,
Desktop 530, Melbourne ground, taxi by Tango Alpha. Kilo intersection departure kilo is available, advised, runway 34.
You'll take Julie down.
Yeah, just off 530, thanks. You can taxi via Tango, Alpha, Juliet, holding point runway 34, time approaching 13.5.
Right, a set.
Tango
And the
Alpha,
trim.
Juliet, holding point runway 34, just off 530.
Just up 442 Melbourne ground. Yeah, just up
Trim mark
442
4.9.
precipitation for the Gold Coast, pulled down by non-X flight plan route. It'll be non-X 2 departure.
Okay, the rest of that checklist.
Runway 34. Climb by the 65,000, full
That sets
3162.
10. 10 green.
124.0.
Trim is set, and the rudders are 0. Aileron 0. Anti-ice not required. Recall check. Recall clear. MC3 is set 5,000, 438 and 340.
Dying bay, just above 442.
Fuel control switches forward and latched. Transponder is set 3024 TARA. Radar.
Seagull 665 Melbourne ground, push and start approved.
Push and start approved. Seagull 665. Melbourne ground, hold this point before taxi.
Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
That's good. Last call at concern, Qantas 464, ready to taxi.
Affirm, Qantas 464, with information November.
And I'm ready for the move. Information November, we have ground.
Qantas 464 Melbourne ground, taxi by Tango, Alpha, Kilo holding point runway 34, time 15.
Taxi via Tango, Alpha, Kilo holding point runway 34, Qantas 464.
Melbourne ground, Qantas 438, ready for taxi. Information November.
And Qantas 438 Melbourne ground, taxi via Romeo, Echo, Alpha, Kilo holding point runway 34.
Romeo Echo Alpha, Kilo holding point runway 34. Qantas 438. We are ready to move. Brakes released. Clock is running.
Golf Romeo 516 Melbourne ground, clear to Canberra by Docel. White plan route, Docel 9 departure, runway 4. Climb by the 65,000, score 3145, departure Melbourne Centre 124.0.
Clear to Canberra by the planned route, a Docel 9 departure off runway 34, initially 5,000, squawk is 3145, departure frequency is 124.0, Golf Romeo 516.
Golf Romeo 516.
Nick Antonopoulos, we've got 3 screens. Most of them I'm not really using for the sim itself. This is the center one for the sim. On that side I've got the broadcast, and on this side I've got you guys on the chat. Webcam straight above. It's just on the dinner table really.
Melbourne around Seagull 65, request taxi.
Got rudder pedals below my feet, so I've got the yoke right here strapped to the desk. I've got 6 throttles.
Melbourne ground, you can taxi.
Well, I've got a CH throttle, which has got
Alpha,
6 individual levers.
Kilo holding point runway
And
34.
on my left hand, I've got a stick with a twist grip on it, so that I can do the
taxi Alpha,
those
runway
control steering.
34 or Seagull 65.
Just up 442 from Golf 49, push and start approved.
There's a 330 just over there on Tango. Just let it push ahead. He's got the new livery, nice and snazzy.
FTX 439, we're ready at Julie, just contact tower.
FTX 589, contact tower 120.5.
104, man, we're not FTX 489.
It's a 5 confirm contact tower 120.5. Qantas 440 Melbourne Tower, contact, correction, Melbourne Ground, contact tower 120.5.
One 120.5, Qantas 440, g'day.
They got 665, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5 today.
Roger, tower 120.5, have a good one, man.
We're using the, what's it called? FLAi from, is it FLAi? Yeah. The old Boston virtual, Boston ARTCC thing just with Vatsim. Basically, you can't use these traffics. Well, you probably could use them as AR. Never tried. But everybody that you see in an airplane over here is doing what I'm doing. It's a real human being flying a sim.
On a 464 Melbourne ground, Melbourne approach is online now. You can remember departure frequency 132.0. On a 464 Melbourne ground.
Melbourne ground, Qantas 464.
They're on the 464 Melbourne ground, and then the departure frequency, Melbourne approach is online now, 132.0, the departure frequency.
132.0 for departure, Qantas 464.
On the 438, amendment departure frequency, Melbourne approach, 132.0.
1320 for the departure frequency, plus 438.
Ground, good evening, velocity 887 Port Sydney, request clearance.
Velocity 887 Melbourne ground, good evening, clear to Sydney via Docel, flight plan route, climb via the C5000.
Cabin crew,
9 departure,
please be seated for landing.
runway 34.
Takeoff, sir.
Score 3163 departures, Melbourne approach, 132.0.
Clear to Sydney via Dozel plan route,
There's a redo of what we were flying yesterday. The old FedEx 777.
Velocity 80. So just confirm you received information November.
Confirm, we got November.
Velocity 80.
Oh, Jason, how you doing? Nice to see you there.
Just 442, intersection Juliet is available. It's free at the moment. Distance remaining 2903 minutes in time. Yeah, just 442, no worries. You can taxi straight ahead by Yankee, left on Alpha, Juliet, Holby Point, runway 34, time 24.5. Qantas 464, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5, good night.
120.5, go.
And Qantas 438, you can contact Tower now 120.5, yeah.
120.5, Qantas 438. Hotel 1205. Set. Another menu.
Morning, runway 47, takeoff, contact, departures, airborne, blah, blah, blah. Departures, airborne, clear for takeoff, runway 34, Qantas 440. Seal 66 flies behind the departing Qantas 738, runway 34, line of waypoint. Roger, behind the departing 737, line of runway, Takeoff 665.
Couple of aircraft down there. Is that on approach or one left? One's climbing out of Essendon. I think one's on approach. 3-4. From that checklist before takeoff, cabin is notified and seated. Flaps are 10, green light. Packs are set, and just waiting on the landing its ropes.
Melbourne Tower, good evening. Qantas 464, holding point kilo, runway 34. Qantas 464, Melbourne Tower, good evening.
Melbourne Tower, Qantas 438, number 2.
438 Melbourne Tower, good day. Just on 443, good day, Lifecam. Just 665 runway 34, good takeoff, contact departures, airborne ambulance, bye-bye.
Roger, clear for takeoff, contact departures, once airborne, Tigger 665, thanks mate.
Bye bye the Tigers.
British 464 behind the departing Takeoff 8320, runway 34, waypoint.
One up and wait, 464.
Two best looking aeroplanes in the fleet, in my opinion. A 321? No, it's a 320. It's with the small writing on the front. Isn't quite sure.
British 464, runway 34, good takeoff, when airborne, contact departure, bye-bye.
34, takeoff, and contact departures, thanks, 464.
Hi Joel, we're doing pretty well. We'll be taking off soon. Caught us just in time.
British 438, runway 34, line up, right?
Alright, 34 line from way, Qantas 438. Heavy. Get all those lights on. Okay, checks are complete.
Qantas 438, runway 34, good takeoff, contact departures, airborne ambulance, bye-bye.
Alright, 3-4, clear for takeoff and departures. Everyone, Qantas 438. Stabilize 50. Takeoff. Takeoff first set.
V1.
Rotate. Positive right. Gear up. And departures.
November 141 Foxtrot Delta, it'll be somewhere in your control pilot client. There'll be a button that says Mode C.
Yeah, I'll make sure I'll double check it again to reserve fast.
5 past set.
On the bridge, just 171 final runway.
Just 771, thanks. Contact tower 120.5, g'day.
120.5, 71, have a good night.
Departures. Qantas 438 heavy. Climbing 5,000. Leaving at 3,000.
Qantas 440. Contact center 124.0, g'day.
5 set.
124.0, Qantas 440, g'day. Qantas 438 departures. Identified, climb to flight level 240.
Up level 240. Qantas 438. Flaps 5. .240 set. That's 1. And flaps up. Checklist. Off takeoff. Landing gear is up and off. Flaps are up and packs normal. It's a solid aeroplane to fly. I like these things. All on trim, no autopilot. That was hilarious.
G'day, Huffling, thanks.
Carol, this is the Foxtrot Delta. I cannot fly and change my sport to bank things. I actually cannot find it. No.
Qantas 464, contact center 124.0, okay.
Standard, set, cross track.
124.0,
Certainly is some pretty good weather for flying tonight.
Number 141, Foxtrot Delta. Just a suggestion, maybe is just log off for 5 or 10 minutes, have a read of some documents, so that you know how to operate the transponder, etc., and then jump back online once you've had a look.
Yeah, thanks. I'll do that. I'll really look for another aircraft because
my action days and things on that when I've looked it up and can't say anything about it. Sorry for the inconvenience on that.
That's fine. So you got 665 contact, center 124.0.
Roger, 124.0, have a good one, man.
You too.
Still after Lima, entering base leg for 26.
2 Alpha Lima, there's no traffic this stage on the ground. Report clear the runway.
Will do. Capture the Alpha Lima.
Passenger signs coming off. Nick's wanting the autopilot on. How boring.
Sure, Alpha Lima.
But we'll do it.
Fine over.
Autopilot left in command.
Alpha Lima changes to track.
Come off the seat. Most of those lights off.
442 departures at climb flight level 240.
Oh, it has been fun to fly manually. Just the very light touch.
438, contact center 124.0.
Center 124.0, Qantas 438.
Diesel 361, stuff about it. Really copy, 361. Diesel 361, close is the VH Alpha arrival. 4134, we need to flight level 24250. Livery 8 Alpha runway 34. We're really in flight level 250.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 438 heavy climbing through flight level 220.
Qantas 438, Melbourne, subject lake, maintain flight level 390.
Melbourne Centre, flight level 390, Qantas 438. .390 is set.
Full station center, we'll be back in about 1 minute.
And Nick getting the FLAi. Very good. I do enjoy the model matching, and it's got a very nice update tool. You just basically run it once a month or so and just get the new models. Only works on Vatsim, and yeah, I pretty much just use it on vPilot. I don't bother broadcasting things that don't happen on Vatsim. Why? Why would you? Guess what happened? Yeah, I'm going to actually try that again because we keep on having this issue, even though I've just updated my entire system today. I went to the walk. That's essentially, I think, out of all of the flights I've done in the last 5 days, all of them except 2 have had this issue. Let's see, what is the time frame here? An hour. So I had an hour. I'm going to have to work on the system a bit, see what's happening. Made a joke, I think it was yesterday, that I should should fly for an hour before the flight so that this happens and then we get the proper flight the next time around. I didn't have autosave running. Pretty sure I didn't. So I have to do the whole thing again. It's only 8 o'clock. I can go till 10. I'm going to have a look at my event viewer. No, not going to do a 737 today. That'll be another day. Yeah, they had a whole bunch of updates over the last 24 hours, and clearly that hasn't done much. Unknown? What? So all that one is not. Process was terminated due to a handled exception. Faulting process. Yeah, I did. Maybe I need to roll back that update. I don't know. Hi there, Australian Skywatch. You were looking forward to the flight, you can look forward to it again. Because we'll either be flying it all the way through to Sydney or we'll be crashing it again. But regardless, we'll find out in an hour. Till then, FS actions. We need some fuel. The amount of fuel that we need is 3398. And we need some payload, and that payload's going to be 216.02. Darn it. Need that again. See how fast I can do this. I need this up as well. FMC position. Let's move up a touch. Iris needs to go in. I'll take a couple of minutes now. Okay, let's run a check. Battery, stem hydraulics. Let's see what the ATIS is doing. 118.0.
Three, 4 for departures, northeast. Runway 27 for all other departures. Wind 360 degrees 8 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud view 4,200 feet. Temperature 9. QNH 1022. On first contact with Melbourne, ground or approach, notify receipt of information November. Melbourne terminal information November. Runway 27 for arrivals. Runway 34 for departures, northeast. Runway 27.
Still November. There we go, GPS position set. Right, coming online. Let's do it the right way around. MML. to Sydney. And FMCCom, data link is off. Check that in there. Departure time, ETC, current time 2:50, we'll call it 3:20. $5,000 and QNH 1022. Ground 121.7.
Velocity 853, confirm flight level 350 or 310.
Velocity 83 Melbourne, on your flight plan, I've got flight level 310.
Velocity 853, affirmative. Velocity 853, clear to Sydney Airport. Flight level 350, Delta 1 departure, runway 34. Squawk 3416, departure radio 12300.
Velocity 853, just confirm with Dosel 9 departure, runway 34.
Yeah, we crashed
departure
again.
Runway 34, velocity 853.
Ground jet class 737 requesting start information at level.
Yeah, just start 737 Melbourne ground, push and start approved.
Push and start approved.
Melbourne ground jet 496 requesting push and start information November.
Just 496 Melbourne ground, push and start approved. Caution, there's a 747, Qantas 747 out to your right.
Please push start, no, caution the 747 to our right.
He brings up a valid point. Maybe there's a Windows update that was updated and I need to unupdate the update. That's a thing that might have happened. Okay. Does anybody know how to speed up the ACARS login? Seems to take forever. Anyway. Ground, Qantas 438 requesting clearance to Sydney.
Qantas 438 Melbourne ground, cleared to Sydney via Docell, flight plan route. Climb by the SID 5000, goes to 9, departure runway 34. Keep the squawk 3024, departures Melbourne approach 132.0.
Go to Sydney via the Docell 9 departure, runway 34, initial climb 5000, squawk code 3024, departures 1320. Qantas 438.
Qantas 438.
TCAS test failed.
We just need to bypass that now, don't we? Fine, QF438. Go to Melbourne. H129 Docell. AQ59. And Sydney Tessa. And zero fuel weight is 216. Reserve fuel was going to be 9.6.
I guess 496 must be a bit delayed on that pushback. We've just got a problem with closing out after 4.
390 to 2000.
Just 496 Melbourne ground, copy. Call again when you're ready to recommence pushback.
And departure is going to be the Docell. And the runway.
496 Melbourne ground.
Yeah, DJ, yep, we had another one. Seems to happen every flight, once a flight. Ever since this weekend, essentially, it's just been not doing anything very well at all.
Yeah, we're pulling in for another push.
Just 496, thanks.
I'm just 737.
Jetstar 737 Melbourne ground, you can taxi to Joyinpa, Echo, Papa, holding point runway 27 times 02.5, report ready.
148.
Please repeat how you copy and your logic.
Stop that APU.
Jetstar 737 Melbourne ground, from your present position, you can taxi straight ahead by Yankee, Alpha, Echo, Papa, holding point runway 27, report ready.
Checklist before I start blasting off. Pre-flight checklist. Logbooks checked. Circuit breakers are good. IRSs are set. Electricals, hydraulics. Fuel, fire switches.
Jetstar 737 by Echo to Papa, holding point runway 27.
Altimeter set.
And by Echo,
O2 masks.
Jetstar 77.
Source selectors are set. Oil, fuel. Gear lever down green. CDU set. Cabin signs auto.
4853 Melbourne ground, push and start approved.
Take right thrust summons 5 are set. V speeds are set and active. 4 start checklist. Number 4 set to auxiliary. Fuel pump set.
Jetstar 496 Melbourne ground. Push and start approved. Caution me 747 out to your right.
Push and start approved. Caution 747 to your right. Thank you.
There it is. Have to let him go now. I'm pretty sure it's not stable at the moment, so I'm going to have to spend a good portion of the next week. I don't know. Insert blank here. Thinking about what I have to think about, making the thinking think about thinking. Possibly just, I don't know, reinstall Windows? Is that a thing? Maybe just the sim? I really don't get what's going on with it. Anyway, the event viewer log came up with some random that I'm not really sure what it means. Faulty process is 0x86 Charlie. And the faulty module path is unknown. Random kernels and stuff. So yeah, if you've got any ideas, it's just an app crash. Yeah, the PC still ran. We've still got the stream running. The stream's on the PC that it's running on, so. Shutting the doors might be a good idea. Yeah, well, essentially the sim just came to a pause and then it was gone, and we were looking at the desktop. It's a good old classic crash to desktop. vPilot was still online and just said that your sim has crashed and I'm going to close down now. Have a nice day. Yeah, graphics driver. That's good idea.
Question text on my screen for.
Just 496 Melbourne ground. Intersection departure is available from taxiway Juliet, advise.
Yeah, I had this log. Or something like it, that one. So it says faulting application name is repaired, version blah, timestamp blah, faulting module name is unknown. So, yay.
Last call unreadable. Just 496 Melbourne ground.
Hey, Piers on the bus.
Can you hear us?
I got your 5 now. Last transmission, intersection departure from Juliet is available, runway 34, advise, wishing to accept.
Ground power disconnected. Ground Qantas 438 is ready for push.
Qantas 438 Melbourne ground, hold position.
Hold position 438.
Just 496 Melbourne ground, taxi via straight ahead, join taxiway Tango, Alpha, Juliet to Juliet holding point, runway 34, time 08.5, report ready.
Do you hear Tango Alpha Juliet holding point runway 34?
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Roger.
On 496 87.
Can I taxi now, or do I have to wait for this 777?
Locking
Yes,
gear.
proceed ahead. Jetstar 496.
Departure check completed. Bypass bin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Roger, go ahead.
Full start checklist. Fuel pumps are on, beacon is in. Doors closed. Seatbelt signs on, and I'll just check the doors now. Everything is armed. Cabin crew, I'm Doors closed.
438 Melbourne ground, pushing start approved.
Cross start approved, Qantas 438.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, to start. Packs are off. Number 4 set. "19. Sets are up.
And velocity 853 Melbourne ground, you can taxi straight in by Golf, Alpha, Kilo to Kilo holding point runway 34. Caution at Jetstar A320 passing, taxi along, taxiway at Alpha, pass behind on your right.
Number 1.
One way 465 Golf, Alpha, holding point Kilo, and caution 820 on right. Velocity 852.
Velocity 853.
Good going, GSX. Exactly what we need. Wingtip straight into the concrete wall there. Good work. Okay, number 1, nearly done.
Jetstar 496, contact Melbourne Tower now, 120.5.
Number 2.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brakes set. And we're going for number 3. No, 3 set.
Unlocking gear.
Welcome to 853 Melbourne Town, continuing to be taxiing down taxiway Alpha.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass bin removed.
Okay, 853.
4.9 set. And we'll take flaps 10. APU coming up.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Control checks complete. Checklist with the clock. After start, APU is off, hydraulic command pumps are all on. And the RC is off, packs are normal. Set. And waiting on the wave off to the left. For taxi, flaps are set. Stab trim is set to 4.9er. Controls are free and correct. Engine ADRC set. Recall. Recall check, no items. Back control panel is set for 5,148. Transponder set. Terra. Auto brakes, RTO and radar. We'll do the test once there's no one in range.
Monitor radar display. Go around. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
System checked. Ground Qantas 438 is ready for taxi.
Qantas 438, Melbourne ground, taxi via Romeo, Echo, Alpha, Kilo holding point, runway 34, time 17.
Romeo, Echo, Alpha, and the Kilo holding point 1034, Qantas 438.
Velocity 853, Melbourne ground, contact the tower now, 120.5.
Light is on.
105, discussion to 853 plane.
Melbourne ground, WestJet 22, clear runway 34.
WestJet 22, continue along Foxtrot and then Tango to the base.
Foxtrot Tango to the bay, WestJet 22, thank you.
That's Speedy Gonzalez, our way down Alpha. Time 8:18. Cruise ready. It's our WestJet. 20.5 will be the next frequency. Set.
Ground New Zealand 361 located on Foxtrot.
New Zealand 361 Melbourne ground, welcome to Melbourne, continue taxiing along Tango to the bay. Tango to the
Right,
bay.
taxi speed V1. Very much so. Not the leisurely paced taxi we did the first time around. Screw the brakes in. Full takeoff, cabin secure, flaps green lights, packs are set.
Qantas 438 Melbourne ground, you can take the hour there, 12 Veritas 5. Hopefully, like to see you third time around. Bye-bye.
20.5, Qantas 438. Zero is ready. Melbourne Tower, Qantas 438 is fully ready, runway 34. 34, line up and wait. Qantas 438. Okay, relight is in.
Approach 132.0, 85.0.
Signs on, doors auto, auto brake signs here, cabin is secure. Oh, 34 clear for takeoff and approach airborne. Qantas 438. Thrust stable. Take up. $80 knots. Rotate. B2. Also right, gear up. Storms aren't fun. But yes, sometimes it is fun to see the effects.
Traffic.
Climb faster.
Traffic.
Departure is Qantas 438 heavy, leaving at 2,700.
438 Melbourne approach, can you identify climb flight level 240?
Oh, from 240, Qantas 438. 2407. It's just too fun to hand fire this aeroplane. It just feels so nice on the controls. Flat 5. Couple little bumps through the clouds. Nothing too lumpy. Puffs 1 coming up. Flaps up. Checklist. After takeoff, landing gear up and off. Flaps are up, packs are normal. After takeoff checks are complete. It's going to fly through the transition here.
Velocity 853, contact Melbourne 7125 down. Just start 220, contact Delta 125 down. 125 down.
Left 7. Climb check, cargo heat is on, landing lights can go off. And pressurization check.
Qantas 438, contact Melbourne 7125 down.
125.0, Qantas 438.
Qantas 1340, Eastern 9000, QNH 1021.
9000, QNH 1021, Qantas 784.
the other screen. Thanks. Oh, yeah.
Special calling to the call center. Just 212 Melbourne Center, good day, decent 9000 to UNH 1022. Velocity 887, Melbourne Center, good day, River 3 arrival, runway 34 left, one ready, decent, flight level 250. Qantas 464, contact tower 120.1.
Flight level 190.
Cathay 28, contact approach 132.0, good day.
Zone Qantas 1340, request cycler.
Station calling standby 1 break, just 220, contact center 13, correct, approach 132.0, good day.
Contact me in Melbourne, right, 132.
Qantas 464, contact tower 120.5, good day.
120.5.
Just 737 leaving my airspace to the south, so no for the ATC service, monitoring on 122.8 today.
That's not right.
Velocity 887, request service.
Velocity 887, descent, flight level 130.
130, velocity 887.
Class 1340, descent 8000.
8000, Qantas 1340, we don't go start clear.
Stay here for a bit.
That's cleared the rivet 3 arrival, runway 34 left.
Yeah, 334 left. 3040.
Qantas 423, descent, flight level 130.
Check, flight level 130, Qantas 423.
Qantas 1611, descent, flight level 130. Qantas 85, correction, velocity 853, climb up with 31.
Come on, let me get in. Oh, so that got us 438 heavy flight over 240.
Qantas 38 heavy, Melbourne Center, good day, climb flight level 390.
Flight level 390, cost 438. 390.
Melbourne, sorry, Centre. Melbourne Centre. Qantas 1611, you calling me?
Qantas 1611, A firm, descent, flight level 130.
130, Qantas 1611.
Just 521, descent, 180.
Yo!
Say again, please, it's not 521.
Just 521, descent, flight level 180.
Descent flight level 180, just not 521.
Descent checks ready. Alright.
Plus 784, descent 9000 to NH 1022.
Descending 9000, 1022, 784.
Qantas 784, contact approach 132.0, good day.
Lifecam 132.0, Penang. 784.
Hello there, Ben Wilson. How are you doing?
Plus 1340, descend 5,000.
5,000, climb 1340.
Plus 423, let's see disregard. Plus 423, descend 9,000, QNH 1022.
7,000, QNH 1022, that is 433.
Might do a RAM test at some later point in time. See if that's got anything to do with it. Update the video drivers. Check out what version of Windows 10 we're running. Sure, that'll be fun.
Plus 1340, descend 3,000.
3,000, climb 1340.
If this crashes again, I'm going to bed.
7 descend 9,000.
With any luck, I'll get there.
9,000 to check up 1022.
Sorry, what's your 887 say?
What's the 887 1022 for us at 9,000?
What's the 887 ActiveSky? Qantas 14, correction, Qantas 423, contact center, correction, approach 132, decimal 0, get that. Qantas 1611, descend 9,000, QNH 1022.
Descending 9,000, QNH 1022, Qantas 1611.
Just 521 descend flight level 130.
Descend flight level 130, just 521.
Qantas 427 descend flight level 180, turn left heading 180 for sig.
Qantas 427, descend flight level 180, and please look at the heading.
Qantas 427, that's heading 180 as well.
Heading 180.
Melbourne Centre, was that able to approach for Qantas 423?
Qantas 423, AFABs, contact approach 32 decimal 0, get that.
Okay, approach 122 decimal 0, thanks very much, Qantas 423.
1611 contact 132.0 good day.
132.0, thanks for your coverage, Qantas 1611.
Qantas 427 resume navigation, track direct fuller than 500.
Qantas 427, resume on navigation, track
1,000 feet to run. Just sucking up some stuff about how to test RAM. Alright. That's easy enough.
Can we get the turn over the sausage? Course 1340, now you can turn left now heading 040, sir. Turn left 040, course 1340.
Let's run descent forecast, I reckon.
Melbourne Centre for 761 final. 1600 for 5,000.
Just on 761 Melbourne Centre, good day, climb flight level 36.
From level 360, just like that.
Post 1340, turn left heading 350, clear ILS approach runway 34 left core established. Velocity 887D 5000.
$5,000 with visual velocity 887.
Velocity 887, thanks, decent. Sorry. Just 521, decent 9000, QNH 1022.
Decent 9000, just 521. QH 1022. Melbourne Centre, good day, Mike. Any data from Canberra or first current to Sydney? 364.
Sydney Otis 126.25. Check on the right radio.
Set up velocity 241 with you, flight level 360, 23 nautical miles, north of Park.
Send anything that I want. How about some sanity or, you know, a new PC?
Melbourne Centre, Mike and Delta.
Information November, runway 234 left. Let's see. They're doing the sod drops. Wind 050 at 4 knots, cover K, temperature 16, QNH 1022.
Acknowledge runway 35 by the SID and 3245. Well, Mike and Delta, we're ready for taxi.
Mike India Delta, taxi via Bravo Papa hold short 35.
Bravo Papa hold short 35, Mike and Delta.
Velocity 887 descent 3000.
3000 velocity 887.
Qantas 1340, contact tower 120.5 today. Just off 521, contact approach 132.0.
Contact approach 132.0, just off 521 today.
Qantas 427, descent 9000 to NH 1022.
Velocity 241 with you, flight level 360, 2 miles past.
So I was just trying to say.
Velocity 241 with you, flight level 360, overhead parked now.
Velocity 241, thanks. Score 3243.
3243, 241.
Okay, Nonok Cullen Turrell, Rivet Bigham, Tammy Boogie Dudok, Nasher into the vectors. Runway 34 left.
November 141 for Jones doing it, thanks, Count.
21.9.
November 141 Foxtrot Delta, say again.
About 210.
Melbourne Centre, November 141 Foxtrot Delta is waking up from YMML right. Thanks, Count.
Yeah, we're using flaps 30 for the approach and it'll be 145.
November 141 Foxtrot Delta, thanks. Break velocity 887, turn left heading 010, vector should be ILS.
Turn left heading 010, ILS 11.
Well, it's a degraded course on the 516, turning Canberra and requesting IFR.
Let's go to run the approach briefing. We are going to be on the Rivet 3 arrival. We need to cross the Bigham at above 8,000.
For us, left 010.
That's right up there.
Cross the
Tammy,
878
below
firm and probably make a
9,000.
360 make the turn, and then you cleared the ILS approach on that heading
And
runway
then from
34
Boogie,
left established.
at or above 6,000.
Copy, ILS heading 01030, clear to the ILS approach, will call you established for the 882.
When they track out to Duduk and Nacho, and then expect to turn left into the runway. Runway is 34 left.
Delta,
ILS is on 110.1. Inbound course
182 on the ground.
335.
Mangle IFR for Avalon Bar Macy.
Minimum
1 TOB taxiing.
approach altitude is 220. Set that up. .220 is set, and we've got to go all the way to the end, so possibly Orbx 1. See if we can do the roll through. If we get the roll through, we'll be vacating on, with any luck, something like a Bravo 4 Golf.
Client just crashed for probably the 5th time in the last hour, so the station we're going to close time 1051 Zulu. Thank you all for flying well. Hope to see you next time. All stations Unicom 122, that's right.
Great.
Thanks for your service, mate.
Okay, Bravo 4 is an option. Maybe even straight off Foxtrot. Once you get in there, it'll be domestic 1. What's the big gate again? Another 10 or 11. I forget my big 10. Okay, traffic control's disappeared on us. We'll clear ourselves down to flight over 210. And I've not done the A350 yet. It's a good looking aeroplane, but I don't know much about it. Haven't flown in one, haven't flown, not even aware of a good one in flight sim. There's no airlines that are close to Melbourne that I can jump on a ride on one for cheap. So the A350 remains a mystery to me. 787 not so much. I could just jump on a Jetstar and fly up to Brisbane if I wanted to. And the 787. We will have a chat to the Sydney ground, 120.5, Sydney Tower. Droid Guy 15 got stuck. We had a crash. The controllers had a crash. Everyone's having a crash today. PC is not happy. In the next week or so, I'm going to be doing some RAM tests, some video card driver downloads, updates, Windows updates, Windows downgrades. Possibly reinstalling the client for P3D. I don't know. There's something going on. That's true, 787. Yeah, we have 787s in Melbourne. We have the Qantas ones going out to Perth every day. Come on. And we have begun descent, 124.0.
Bravo 7, I'm just going to send 1 with you, so over 3,
761 Melbourne Center, good evening. Oh, 235. Morning, Christian, good evening, and staff clearance to become available shortly. 235.
Level Center, Qantas 438, leaving flight level 360.
Qantas 438, thank you. Just confirm staff clearance and descending flight level 250.
Yep, down to flight level 250 and with the pivot to rear level. Qantas 438.
Thank you.
I'm sending it a Mike from the data. Parking 8 Delta.
Mike India Delta, Melbourne, Centre, g'day to you, and staff clearance available. Mike India Delta, at this time, it's the Odale 7 arrival for runway 34 left.
Odale 7, runway 34 left at Mike India Delta.
Quick unknown, please. Bravo Julie Whiskey, g'day, when ready, please send flight level 250, and just confirm your thing from the start clearance or not.
Thank you from
the thank you. The Lizzie 7 Alpha arrival, runway 34 at this time.
Roger, that would be 7 Alpha arrival, runway 34, Bravo Julie.
Velocity 853, huh? Go ahead. Velocity 853, today, put an amendment to your start clearance. Now the Rivet 3 arrival, and left base, runway 34 right.
Good looking jet.
Velocity 853, the Rivet 3 arrival, runway 34 right.
Rivet 3 arrival, runway 34 right, velocity 853.
Velocity 853, correct, we're ready, descend flight level 270.
As Dubbs, Captain speaking from the flight deck, begun our descent into Sydney at this stage, and we will be turning our seatbelt signs shortly in preparation for landing. This stage we're looking to land onto runway 34 left in Sydney, coming in over Botany Bay. Do is this, that will be arriving in Sydney about 20 minutes from now. Currently looking at the weather down there in Sydney, we have a temperature of 15 degrees Celsius and a little scattered cloud around, no major issues with wind. We should have you at the gate in about 35 minutes from this point. Thanks for flying with us on Qantas Airlines on flight number 438, service from Melbourne to Sydney, We do hope you've enjoyed flying with us on board our Boeing 747.
Singapore 235.
Safe
Warren.
and enjoyable onward journey from Sydney Airport. So we're very pleased we have the aircraft. Alright.
Apologies, Warren 6 Alpha arrival. Accuracy. And say that try that again. Warren 6 Zulu arrival. Runway 34. Wind ready. Descend. Flight level 250.
It's a Warren 6 Alpha arrival. Zulu. Runway 24 and 250.
Singapore 235, just to make sure it's the Warren 6 Zulu arrival, runway 34.
Sorry, correction, Warren 6 Alpha arrival. Singapore 235. We need to pass the Alpha 3000 and flying to 5000.
Warren attrition, Giant 1471 to Melbourne, 10 good day identified, time via SID, flight level 400, speed restriction.
1,000 to run.
1438, yes, descend now to 10,000, Unit 1022.
10,000, QLH 1022, plus 1
Hello, New Zealand 8455, Spain 5000, speed crossing 1,800. New Zealand 8455, Melbourne 10 identified, climb via flight level 350. Climb via level 350 and New Zealand 455.
It depends which one you fly most. I find that the 747 product is a little bit more finished and mostly the idea that I can open up something else like that and still have the sound coming through. That's quite fun. Apart from that, not much of us, really. If you're going to fly the 737 more than the 747, then why that?
Singapore 241 with you, Quality 362.
Certainly 737 will get you into a lot smaller airports. And 747, of course, is a bit... yeah, it's a bit limited. You need large airports to land at. Can't exactly stick this down into something like Ballina.
Flight level 130.
Imagine 747 in the Ballina, that'd be hilarious. But yeah, you can easily get a 737 into Ballina. You can easily get a 737-800 all the way down into Santos Dumont. That's 1100 metre runway.
3145
Fun, good one, Green. Sydney's water source right there.
Lima standby, clear back. Singapore 235, descend now to 9,000, QNH 1022.
$20,000, seatbelt signs going up.
Singapore 235, descend to 9,000, QNH 1022. Hey, Delta Lima, go ahead with departure.
Delta Lima has departed Mangalore, estimated time Lacey 26.
Delta Lima, Roger, climb, not yet identified, maintain 5,000.
Maintain 5,000, that's way my
Velocity 241, just confirm Squawking Charlie.
Velocity 241, Ava.
Roger, if I could ask you to reset your transponders, please, 3132.
Melbourne Centre, Singapore, 235, requesting further descent.
Singapore 235, nice of you listening, Squawk 3152, and descend to 9,000, QNH 1022.
Descending to 9,000, QNH 1022, Singapore 235.
Singapore 235, and I need you to reset your transponder squawk, please, to 3152.
Squawk 3152, Singapore 235.
Bravo Juliet, Whiskey, descend this to 9,000, QNH 1022.
9,000,
Velocity 853, turn right, heading 080.
Right, 080, velocity 853.
Golf Romeo 516, clearance, Plymouth 3 arrival, runway 34 left. When ready, descend to 10,000, QNH 1022.
Yeah, but we arrived in place runway 34 left, when able to descend 10,000, so from the balance.
Hello, Alex. How are you doing? Still churning out the old FS. Next week or so I'll be ripping my Windows installation apart, so what's going on with it. The random. Yes, those 737s go pretty quick.
The star to 5,000 and expect runway 34 left. Visual approach.
Yeah, we're in the visual approach, runway 34 left, down to 5,000 by the star, plus 138.
Velocity 853, descend to 5,000, expect left base 34 right.
5,000, so that is 853.
Just board open the old speed brake. A little bit high. It's technically a speed brake until it goes past the flight descent, and then it becomes a spoiler as you go further and further down.
Rocky 853, if you can open up the descent, please, make it a bit quicker. Trying to get you in for 3-4 right. You got 15 miles.
Really? Just trying to load something. There we go. So yeah, it's called a speed brake. It says so right on the lever. If the lever says speed brake, then it's a speed brake. Easy. Oh, we made Tammy at 10,000. Oh well. Good enough, I suppose. Brakes back out. And the lights are on. Descent checklist. Okay, pressurization has been set. Recall check. Verify that. And altimeter set 1022. Seat cabin.
It's 761 clearance available.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing. Get some weird black squares.
It's 761. Cleared the Livery. Sorry, stand by.
Good evening.
4-2. It's 751, so that Lizzie 7 Alpha arrival, runway 34. When ready, descend by friction. When ready, descend flight level 250.
Clear Liz 7 Alpha from 34 and ready to take flight level 250, just under 7 feet.
Good evening, Qantas 642 Heavy with your flight level 410.
Just confirm that was Qantas 642.
Qantas 642.
Qantas 642, UAT score 3127.
Squawking 3127, Qantas 642.
Flight commuter out request descent. Flight India Delta, descend to 9% distance QNH 1022.
1022 from Mike Delta.
Melbourne Centre, Singapore 228. I've just lost all my glass, so I have to leave it there.
742 video, Roger, understood. Have a good time, yeah.
Thank you.
5OG would be descend to crucial descend via the star to 5,000 QNH 1022.
Oh, that was 5,000.
Close for 38 into 4,000, leaving Nacho heading 065.
Out of 4,000 and leaving Nacho 065. Close 438. 065 set, 4,000 set.
Melbourne departures, Ryan is 2455, passing swing 2,800 climbing to 5,000.
Ryanair,
Vatsim 1, speed check, +1.
Melbourne, Senna, today identified, gone by 6, +4350.
065 set.
Try,
Speed 120, sorry.
Ryanair 2455 identified, flying via SID, flight level 2 fly accretion, flight level 350.
Climb line 55 level 350. Ryanair 2455.
Number 4642 identified, so maintain flight level 410. Corner 642, identified, maintain flight level 410.
Maintain flight level 410, corner 642.
5
438, continue the left turn, heading 360. From that heading, intercept final from runway 34 left, cleared independent visual approach.
Heading 360, and from that heading, join independent visual approach, runway 34 left, Qantas 438. Good approach.
And Mike can be the other, any chance of runway 07?
Mike in the Delta, stand by, we're checking the tower, but looking unfortunate due to arrival capacity.
Roger. Anthony velocity 241.
Okay, speed 210. 200. Make it 200. And we'll take flaps 10. Speed check, flaps 10. Cabinet's ready.
So station calling, I think someone calling me before.
Yeah, Adrian, velocity 241, 20 miles from top to
Velocity 241, roger, wind ready, into flight level 250, and just stand by, please, sir.
Flaps 20, speed check.
231,
Flaps
wind
20.
ready, descent flight level 250.
And velocity 241 is the RB3 Alpha arrival, runway 34.
He says I can get runway 27.
Okay, make that runway 27, RB3 Alpha.
And cleared the RB3 Alpha runway 27, velocity 241.
Qantas 438, establish takeoff.
I'll give you the other request law.
I would take that, go from the side west side
Golf Romeo 516.
Establish, landing it down.
Efficiency by start of 4,000.
You stand by star 4,000, go from the side west.
Speed breakers armed.
Mike India Delta, just getting your runway.
Alright, checklist, landing it down, and green. Speed brakes armed, and flaps will be 30
What
for
I
landing.
need you to do though is I need you to descend now to 3,000.
Speed 160.
And if it's possible for you to do a visual approach, that would be much appreciated. And from your current position, if you need any help, left-hand orbit.
Flaps 30, speed check.
3000 visual for runway 07, we're in the PC12, we'll get down. Thanks for that, Mike India Delta.
Mike India Delta.
438 established, 1934.
Qantas 438, Comet Tower 120.45. Yeah.
120.5, Qantas 138. Speed 145, over to 1205. City Tower, Qantas 435, runway 34 left.
Qantas 435, Sydney Tower. I've got 438 on my scope.
438, thanks.
Qantas 438, runway 34 left, midland.
34 left, let's land across 438. My airplane. my entire airplane. At the marker, we are stable.
Sydney Tango Air Mike New Delta, runway 07.
Mike, India Delta, Sydney Tower.
Stutter. There we are.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 30.
Hi, India Delta Sydney Tower, expect late landing clearance with a 747 landing on the cross run.
Please see the traffic, Mike New Delta. Slow down a minute.
.104 FPS. Not so bad for a 7.4. Oh, it's 4:38, so we can lasso if you want. But we do want to cross if you can.
Yeah, Qantas 438, you can expedite your departure at Gulf or your choice, that would be great.
Got that, we're passing through runway 25 now and vacating into Gulf. Quite small there.
Mike, India Delta runway 07, clear to land.
Clear land runway 07, Mike New Delta.
Qantas 438 has vacated into Gulf onto Bravo.
Qantas 438, thank you. Bravo, and from there is discretion. Right?
Lock Bravo into the bay, Qantas 438. There it is. Either 10 or 11. Okay, 10? I think 10, yeah. APU into the start. Lights off. APU starting. Aft landing checklist. Landing strobes are off. Flaps are up. Stabilizers to 6. It is. Speed brakes are down. Radar off. Transponder on standby once we're on there. All the brakes are off.
I think that was a clear runway 07 just for Jack.
I can use Delta, sorry, you're off 58.
Say again, can you Delta?
I can use Delta, are you for Dom 5?
Dom 5, correct.
I can use Delta, taxi the... oh, Sam, I guess. Sorry.
All good, we're almost there. Thanks for that, Mike and you Delta. Have a good night.
And thanks for making 07, it made it interesting.
Yeah, it was good fun, something different.
Stopped. Parking brake is up. APU is on the bus and we can shut it down.
Sydney Tower, call from your 516 on 503 order.
Seatbelt signs. Cabin crew, disarm doors, construct. Okay, I'll leave the IRS on for the moment. There we go, block time is 58 minutes. One hour, 14 minutes gate to gate. I do believe that's the same gate that we started this mess on 2 weeks ago. Good airport, Sydney. I wonder if that Macca's is up there. It might be. Of course he won't stay in one place. Damn him.
Thank you, goodbye.
Bye. So that's us. The beautiful Boeing 747-400 by PMDG on the Milkrun. And I'll be sitting opposite that seat in about 6 months time, maybe even less than that. December, say again, not December 31st, it'll be January the 1st, 2020 when I fly in this aeroplane. For real, as a passenger, in the back. Kinda can't wait. Anyhow, thanks for joining me. I've been Mr. Aviator. This has been the Milkrun Monday. And I've got my work cut out for me to figure out what all these crashes are all about and try to stop them. Anyway, catch you next time. Bye for now.